Yo, welcome back to another video. I'm really excited to make this one because I think it really just sums up a lot of things I've learned over the years and it is really that kind of like, well, duh type of advice that I'm about to give. But, it's the type of things that we kind of forget that actually help us. Uh, Kobe, every single time he practiced, he did the step-by-step warm-up of like, right foot, right foot, left foot, like the really like eighth grader type training, but he did that every single warm up, right? And that little thing, most athletes would have been like, oh, okay, duh, you're supposed to do that. But then, you kind of forget to do it because it's just like whatever. When you do it consistently, it compounds and the results are immense. So I want to tell you guys how to exercise and how to find the right exercise for you, because this mainstream idea of bodybuilding and treadmill, when you walk into a gym, what do you see? Treadmills, barbell, dumbbell, bench, right? Sure, those are good and they help you exercise well, but that's just like the tip of the iceberg. There's so many different forms of exercise that you will enjoy more if you find it out for yourself. Quick story about this. This is kind of an esoteric art, and it basically says no matter what society says, it's okay to be like, nah, that ain't for me. You can skip ahead if you don't want to hear my story, but I have a quick story to say about this. I was in middle school when I would, before school, play football with my friends, right? It was just fun, whatever, but I realized I wasn't really good. I have nystagmus in my eyes, so I had really bad hand-eye coordination. I just wasn't that good at football, but everybody around me played it. Everybody played it, and it was like the cool thing to play football. So in my mind, I kind of talked to myself. I was like, okay, football is cool. I'm not good at football. Am I not cool? Right? Like I was having these thoughts. I was like, well, am I not cool because I'm not good at football? Now, I don't know where or how I saw this, but I found this. I found this exact thing. And honestly, the second I read it, it clicked in my head. I was like, whoa, I don't have to like football. Like I can do my own thing and make my own thing cool for me. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. That really, really kind of sparked something in me of just finding out what I want, not what society says I should want, or not what people think is cool. No, what makes me feel cool inside? Not maybe it's embarrassing on the outside. What makes me feel good, right? That's what we really want. So, and that helped me a lot with this. So, there you go. Let's get right into the video. All right. So, this is the sauce that I'm just laying out for you guys. So, play is mastery. Guys, if you remember anything from this video, I put this at the front for a specific reason. If you remember anything, remember this. Play equals mastery. How does a Floyd Mayweather become a Floyd Mayweather? By using the imagination of playing with your craft. I remember seeing a video of him when he was younger, and he said, I would come back from school and we would put the homework to the side. No homework. We're watching film. Ever since a kid, he knew, okay, yeah, it's about the pure commitment to the sport. Sure, the mastery, journey of mastery. How do we get mastery? By playing with it, by having fun with it. This little logical statement I have here might help. Strict and structured based equals fast growth, right? So it's beautiful to have a foundation of, okay, chicken, rice, broccoli, eat every day, strict, no ifs, ands about it. And yeah, that takes extreme willpower, which most of us might not have at times. And along with that, while we're expanding our minds, if you're watching this, I feel you're esoterically driven, spiritually inclined, whatever. You're expanding your mind, right? We're expanding our consciousness. This is going up. And when it goes up, we're exploring new ways to do things. We're going in that direction. We're going in that direction. We're circling them together. We're doing everything because we want creativity. We want engagement and interest. This world is numb of creativity. We want more of it. Thus, this in logic means thus, the line with 3 dots. You can do things outside of the norm, right? Again, this this idea of it's okay to do whatever you want, you know? I can do what society says, you know, I can do whatever I want. Of course, be smart about that. You can do things outside the norm. Take a while to figure it out. That's okay. If you don't really find bodybuilding that interesting, take time to figure out what sport you do find interesting, right? Figure out which door you, not society, you want to open. Maybe you want to go through this door. Maybe you want to go through that door. It's your choice. And your logic might be saying, well, you know, that doesn't really make sense. Like, how am I supposed logic can't keep up with your background pattern recognition. So, quick science lesson. Your left side of your brain, your left, is about logic. Left logic, that's funny. But yeah, your left side of your brain deals with logic, language, math, science, all the, you know, Bach square type thinking. And your right side of your brain is where all your creativity, where all your kind of intuitive connections of thought cling together. We want to use this side for our expanding mind because your logic can't keep up with your background pattern recognition. You can't see a lot of things with your two eyes. You kind of have to use, you know, your imagination, your intuition wisely. This is very important. You cannot just kind of be like, oh, I'm gonna do this because I'm going off a whim. Still use your logic in a sense of deeming something to be like rewarding, beneficial to you. But at the same time, don't let your logic hold you back from doing something creative and doing something unorthodox. That's the main idea that I want. Unorthodox with a rational kind of, yeah. If your heart is saying, oh, do this idea with this cool creative idea, and your logic is kind of saying, I mean, yeah, go for it. If your logic is doubting, but the logic is kind of saying, like, go, just run with it. Even if it's wrong, it's a good idea. It's this. This is what we're doing. If we're constantly, okay, boom, you got a good idea, you kind of fucked up. But, you know, you way better than where you started. So it's a constant kind of going up and down. But this is how it should be, of going up, a little down, and then a lot up, a little down. Want to learn a lot, fail quickly, and get back up quick. That's the idea of using this, because this is kind of this is not orthodox. This isn't traditional, but we're not going for traditional. We're going for expanding our minds and finding out who we really are and what we want to do. Okay, your priority is to enjoy it, right? Enjoy it, love the process. That's what we want from all of this. All of the, oh, forget what society says, right? Forget what society says, want to play. All of it is to enjoy. What is the meaning of life, right? Everybody asks that question. It's to enjoy. It's to enjoy and love the progression that you're making. These are your goals for life. Anything that you do in life, whatever aspect of career, whatever aspect of relationships, personal things, you want to enjoy what you're doing. You might not enjoy every step of the, like, you might step in mud and you might not like that. You might not enjoy stepping in the mud, metaphorically, but you enjoy the progress you're making. You know that maybe this current moment is uncomfortable, but the direction I'm leaning in, I like it. I like where I'm moving. That's the key. You figured it out if you got that. And then your testosterone, if you're a guy, your testosterone, like, make money, career, you know, gains. If you're a girl, loving, caring relationship, right? It's all about the love for the progress. And if you have these two, dude, you're golden. You're golden if you got these two. Okay, enough of spewing. Let's talk about some more practical ideas. Use your local gym equipment. You know, your gym, if you go to one, has a lot of just weird little knickknacks that you can just kind of use to help you a lot. So first one being strap and 10-pound plate. I use this for my forearms. I think my forearms are decent, you know. It's like the dumbbell or deadlifting straps. You just wrap it around the plate and you can hold it off the strap. It's really good for grip and wrist mobility. I like holding the strap and like doing this. That's really strong for like the tendons that go down. Bands. I have this one I've had this one for over 2 years. You know, still has some tears in it, but it's going strong. I use this for my tendons. So of course we like growing our big muscles, our major muscles, but our minor muscles need a lot of support too, because your minor muscles support your major muscles. So say your chest, you have a bunch of tendons that connect your chest to your shoulder that help you, like, all those little shit, you don't have to think about this nerdy science stuff. You can if you want, but all you have to know is your tendons are very important. Do the same thing I do with the strap and the 10-pound. I use these. I like using the strap and the 10-pound plate for balance oriented work, and the band for more resistant work. Punching bag, I like this one for physical confidence. I've been training for a while, and when I started, I was so insecure of how I felt while standing in a position. And over the years, I realized the more that I, try using the punching bag, stop caring about if people look at me punching it wrong, the more I did that, the more confident I grew in my body. Like, I felt fine kind of moving around differently, moving, I just feel confident, more comfortable doing that because I consistently used it, So use the punching bag for physical confidence, use the bands for the minor muscles, use these for balance, and then just use whatever. Again, creativity, guys. Use your creativity and figure out what you want to do. Stretch. Oh my gosh, this is so crucial. Imagine the oil in a car. You need to lubricate your muscles so you can feel good. Like, sometimes we're on our phones, we're doing this, we're so clinched up, we're so tight. Expand yourself. This is your most practical step. I want you to pause the video after I say this. Find whatever stretch looks kind of satisfying to you. Pause this video right now and do it. Do it on your floor or your chair. You're going to thank yourself in like 2 minutes. Trust. Pause it right now. Okay, if you're back in the video, let's do another amazing skill to use our creativity. Use imaginative games to make exercise fun. Here are just a few small integrative techniques that you can run with. Basically, the idea is simple. Bicep curls with bands when watching YouTube. You are finding the things that you do on a daily basis, like watching YouTube, listening to podcasts, reading books, listening to books, and you're trying to connect those, integrate those with the things like exercise that you already do or that you want to incorporate more. So when you're watching YouTube, you can do bicep curls, right? That's what I do with my bands. You can stretch while listening to podcasts. This one, the last one's really, really good for if you're cutting. Listen to an audiobook and read it while you're on the treadmill at incline, like you're hiking. Calories like fly off you. Yeah, again, these are just ideas for you to run with. Go to the moon with these ideas. Find what you do in the day and integrate them, right? This is all for you to kind of build what you want. All right, I'm going to leave you with these sauce. So I'm going to put it in full mode and really kind of give you guys emotions carry energy, guys. When you're sitting in bed and you're crying about that girl that left you, that guy that left you, those emotions have energy. That energy is pulling you towards your bed because you feel something. That energy, and I know I use a bad example, but think of a good example right now. That's what determines who you are. The emotions that you carry around are energizing you in a maybe negative or positive way, and those actions that you take with that energy are literally creating who you're becoming. Be careful with how you use this energy that the emotions give you. Okay, controversial guy, but Andrew Tate, the main idea he would say is, oh, men, you're angry, use that anger to go in the gym. He's saying the same thing. It's use the emotions of situations, maybe even negative situations, use those emotions and that energy that comes with the emotions and put it into your character building. Make it into, if you're sitting in your bed crying with all that sad energy of, oh, he loved me, she loved me. Use that energy and transmute it. Become something with it. Don't just sit in bed and waste that energy. If you're sad, write a love poem. Write a poem about how you're heartbroken. Write a song. Sing. Do something with that energy. You don't have to just I would love for you to use that emotion to exercise. I should probably say that. But if we're dealing with a lot of emotions, figure out a way to make them work for you. So I'm not saying that in a, business, profit, right? Not like a toxic way. Use that energy and guide it towards who you want to be. North Star. It's hard, but the more you do it, the emotions carry energy, guys. Use it and become who you want to be, right? While you're doing all this, forget about your past L's, okay? Focus on this moment's choice of commitment. You can become committed to your journey of self-transformation right now. Forget about the past. You're writing your future. You're writing the future you right now by the choices you make today. Forget about every bad thing. Forget about your losses, your fails. That's whatever. It's in the past. It's not real anymore. You're creating your future. Focus right now. This is the moment that you can choose to become who you want to be. You look around your room right now. You're deciding who you want to be. Create it. Enjoy the process of becoming you, because you're an amazing individual. I hope that you feel empowered to become your best self, because that's the highest form of self-love. Loving yourself into change. Love yourself into change. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you want to support me, click the link in the description. Check it out. If you really like the format of this video, you're going to love the high value videos I have in there. So check it out. If you don't, just watch the YouTube videos for free, dude. I put a lot of energy into these, so I hope you guys like them. Love you guys and have an amazing day.